Hello, hello! Welcome back to Astroneer. So, we are currently in the process of building our mega base. Phase 1 is now complete. We have our automatic input. So, if I put... What just ticked there? Something just went ding. I don't know. But yes, we can put anything there and it will be automatically sorted into one of 41 containers, depending what the resource itself is. Today we are starting with phase 2. So phase 2 is automatic processing of materials. So we've got we've got our raw resources over here on the right, and they continue round about this far, I think. Yes, wolframite is a raw resource. What is that purple thing? Oh, it's that. I was thinking, what's this purple thing creeping up on me? And yeah, aluminium is a refined resource. So, say we need some aluminium, which we do, that is empty at the moment. I want the system to automatically pull out some laterite, which I think is over here. Is that laterite? No, that's sphalerite. Where is laterite? Laterite's all the way back here. So it'll pull some laterite out of there. We'll process it, so it'll smelt it, and then feed that aluminium back into the sorting system, where it will go around, and then get put in there as aluminium. So we have two problems to solve. Firstly, so the basic version of this is relatively trivial. So I don't think, I will have a look, but I don't think laterite, using our example, is actually used for anything. I believe laterite is only ever turned into aluminium. So this is a relatively trivial one. What we do is we hook up these canisters, presumably the one furthest away from the arm, to a storage sensor that says if that isn't full, we'll turn on the arm that extracts the laterite. However, that is not the case for all resources. For example, quartz can be smelted into glass, but it is also used for other things. I think silicon uses quartz. And I can't just have a storage sensor going from the glass container and the silicon container to quartz. Because, say, the glass runs out, so that'll turn on this arm, it'll send a signal, it'll turn on the arm that will be over there, and start taking glass out, start taking the quartz out. If we then empty our silicon container before the glass container is full again, we'll get a signal from silicon, but that will turn this arm off, when in fact all we really want to do is turn it on twice, if you like. So what I need here is an arm that, well, there's two ways you can say it. The arm will remain off as long as both glass and silicon are full, or you can turn that around. You can say it will switch on whenever either glass or silicon are not full. So that is problem number one we have to solve. Problem number two, let's go back to our laterite example. So let's say aluminium is nearly full. So we empty out some aluminium. And then that will turn on the laterite production, or laterite smelting, laterite processing. But as we learned last stream, this system here, while it does sort everything, it is quite slow. Sorry, just looking at the arms, if I look over here and then turn them, and then turn the character as it's switched off, they sort of turn off in sequence. That's probably just a rendering thing. Anyway, where was I? Yes, this system here is quite slow. So let's say we only need 1 aluminium. By the time a laterite gets smelted and gets sent all the way around there, we'll have probably made a dozen or more aluminium. So I need somewhere for that extra aluminium to go. That is a little bit more of a difficult problem. I could just keep sending it round and round and round in the loop, but then we run the risk of the loop itself backing up. Now, there is a way to effectively delete a resource. I could have it such that if anything gets to the end of the line, I can have a mass of research chambers, I think they're called. I think it's a medium printer item. No, a small printer item. No, maybe it is a medium printer item. Yeah, research chamber. A research chamber will spend a few minutes eating a resource to give us some bytes. Now, we don't need the bytes, but it's a way of removing the resource, essentially. Now, the first problem, I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I have an idea. Essentially, what we would do is have another platform with another canister here, and we only measure this canister. That way, these canisters actually act as a buffer that can eat anything that gets overproduced, and an arm that automatically just feeds this one canister here. So that problem is relatively easy to solve. The other problem of having sort of multiple inputs is less trivial. And I've come up with a couple of vague ideas, none of which are very elegant. So we're probably going to have to do some testing today to see if we can find, if not the best solution, then at least a solution. So most of my ideas, let's see, what do I have anything around that I can like pretend test with? Okay. So let's say we've got, I don't know if quartz is used for anything else off the top of my head, but let's say it is just used for glass and silicon for the moment. If we put a system like this, where one of these arms is tied to the silicon, one of them is tied to glass, then when either of them is switched on, any item that is put there will be transferred to there. Then what I can do is say, if there is an item here, then I turn on the quartz extraction. The trouble is, I then need a way of saying, if both of these arms are off, I need a way of getting that back to there. So I could, do I have a third arm around anywhere? There's one. Let me borrow you. So I could have a third arm always on, facing that way. That wasn't very elegant. And I would probably need 2 or 3 resources for this. So this way, this one will always try and pick these things up and put them over there. And then when either one of these switch on, these will sort of rotate like this. So if I have enough stuff here, there should always be something on this side until everything, all of these arms are switched off, in which case eventually everything will end up back over here. This storage or medium storage or whatever it ends up being will end up empty, and then that will send the signal to turn the arm off. So that is one potential solution. I don't know how we would go about testing that. Let's bring one of these platforms over. Okay. First things first, let's just get you hooked into some power. Okay. So what if I try to do... No, I said I needed 3 arms. So if I did something like this... Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of these resources. You live there for a second. You live there for a second. Okay, that's fine. Right. Do I have a medium silo around? I must have a medium silo somewhere. I mean, of course, a medium storage. There we go. Right, so if I put you there... You see, that can't reach it. So we might need to be a little bit more careful about our platforms. What if I put you there? You see, the problem with that is these arms don't both reach that. So I can't have this nice and elegantly on a platform like that. Got a hair in my cup of tea. That's no good. I guess I could print some platform A's, I think they're called. The ones that just fit a single arm on it. Then I could squash them up nice and close. Okay. Oh, I looked at the horns. I really don't know how to go about doing this. Any ideas in chat? Okay. Where is some resin? How much have we got over here? Nothing in that. 9 in that. Let's at least get some platforms out to test this with. Give me that back. Right, so... what kind of platforms can you make? That one, a medium platform A. Would you be so kind as to make me a couple of them? Right, I'll get 3 of these just to test the... I guess test the concept of that system with the multiple arms over there. Okay. Okay, so how I want these nice and close to each other. I also want to press the right button to rotate them around. Okay, I did get that pretty close before it went weird. Okay, I think that's about as close as I can reliably get it. That was about there. Okay. Seriously. There we go. Okay, they are powered now. Actually, I don't want that there, though. Let's try putting it there. Okay, so that'll power them. Oh, no. Behave. Okay, so one facing that way, one facing the other way, and one facing the first way. So if I put one of these there... Okay, I think everything can reach that. Actually, this is on the wrong side anyway. Yeah. So first up, can you reach that? Looks like it. Actually, I had it right the first time. Okay, so obviously when we're not requesting either glass or silicon, that just stays there. If we request glass, that gets put over there. And it looks like that can reach all of them. Oh, okay. What about that one? Can you reach that one? Yes. Okay. And this one. Can you reach all of these? Looks like it. Okay. Let's grab another medium storage. Should have one over here. Okay, I do, but they're not empty. Okay. We'll borrow this one. And we'll put that down approximately there. So we want each of those to be able to reach it. Marvelous. Okay. I'll just use hydrogen as a fill in at the moment. Okay. So if we start off with just a bunch of stuff over here, it doesn't matter what resources these are. They can be just organic or something. Right. So suddenly we request glass. So that will start putting things over there. Okay, so it's not consistent. But there is things coming onto and coming off that. If we request silicon as well... Okay. Then, let's say we no longer request glass. Okay, we've still got things over there. Then we no longer request silicon. And then that will switch off the system. Okay, I think if we prime this with 9 things... Yeah, so if we completely fill this and put one in that arm, that's as much as we can prime it and still have this thing empty. Okay, that doesn't really make it any more consistently on. So if we're only requesting the quartz for the one thing, then actually it'll be messy, but I don't think that will actually matter too much, because if we're only requesting items for one thing, we don't want it to go too fast anyway. And if the sensor on this medium storage keeps turning the arm on and off, that's fine, because it'll just slow things down. And hello, Sherlock, how are you? So, in fact, whoops, okay, I didn't actually mean to do that. So we might not need to... In fact, we might only need the one thing then. If we turn that on. Okay. Maybe we should prime it with a couple of things. Let's say 3 things. Does 3 objects make it reasonably stable? Yeah. So with 3 objects, when we request more than one item, there's always something on this platform. With 2 items... Oh, I did it again. Okay, with 2 items, that's not the case. Okay, so we have a solution. It's not good. Okay, so let me find a storage sensor. I think these guys are storage sensors. Yes. Okay, I'll pinch this arm as our test dummy. And then okay, you. Hopefully the arms won't pick this up. Okay, it didn't. So I want that to be empty or not empty. And cycle that to this one. Okay. So remember, these 2 arms here, they are connected to glass and to silicon. And this one here pulls out quartz. And we'll send it into the system. I've just thought of another problem as well, but we will get to that. How are things going? How is life? Ongoing. Honestly, not a lot to report this week. Had a bit of pain in my arm yesterday, but that mostly seems to have cleaned up after a couple of ibuprofen. Oh, I do now know what courses I am taking at university next semester, so my streaming schedule for the next few months will be available soon. I will actually have a proper streaming schedule, at least I will try to. I just need to work out exactly when my classes are timetable-wise as well, so... Alright, so let's test this. We request glass. So this should not constantly, but it should periodically. Also, I need 3 of these things, I decided, didn't I? Yeah, so this will, not constantly, but it will periodically turn on this arm, which will pull quartz out of our storage and process it. In this case, it will smelt it into glass. Then, while we're still requesting glass, we use some silicon, which will turn this arm on. Now, this arm should stay on pretty much all the time. Okay. Then we fill up on glass, so we don't need any more going towards glass. This arm will stay on for a little bit. Then we fill up on silicon. And this arm turns off. We no longer need any quartz. Nice. Oh, you've been streaming a lot lately. Practically every day, just doing some programming. Nice, nice. I'm looking forward to going back to uni, to be honest. I've got a couple of interesting programming courses this semester. I'm also planning to do Ludendare again when it comes around, April, I think. Okay, so yes, the other problem I just foresaw is that even though we know we're pulling quartz out, we don't know if... Okay, I've just seen another problem. Okay, yeah, so even though we're pulling quartz out, we don't know if we need to actually smelt it or not, because the glass does want it to be smelted, the silicon does not. I think that's okay though. I just have more arms hooked up directly to the input that these arms are receiving. So these ones will know if it's glass or silicon. So yeah, that should be alright. By April, you'll probably know if you'll get into a uni in the UK or not. Ooh, very nice. Do you know which uni you're applying for? That was a really weirdly worded question. Which uni are you applying for, or unis? Yes. The other problem is that I can't feed the quartz back in at the beginning. So if silicon is pulling quartz out, it doesn't get processed. And we can't just feed it back over this way, because then when the quartz gets back to here, it'll just go back into there. I think that's all right. If I carefully place some arms here, I should be able to feed the quartz in onto that platform after here. So if silicon is being requested, I'll pull off and feed the quartz back in there. Ooh, Leeds. I studied at Leeds. Oh, they rejected you, but their rejection is completely weird, based on your country is not a recognized country. Oh, well that's not very validating. No, Leeds is a very good university. Does have, I think, possibly the ugliest building in the world. What's it called? I think it's the Roger Stevenson or Roger Stevens Lecture Theatre. It is a 10-story concrete block. It's ugly. but other than that, it is a very good university. Hopefully you do get in. I wish you the best of luck. Right. So I think we have at least potential solutions to all the problems now. I have a lot of work to do. So I guess... Right, so I need resin for platforms, and I need all of the automation arms, which is graphite and aluminium. That's right. Okay. So how much graphite and aluminium do I actually have at the moment? I have 2 graphite and 0 aluminium. Well, that's fun. This is also going to need a lot of sensors. I will also need to make a list of what exactly gets refined into what. So, while there was an update recently that says, these refined resources... Actually, refined resources are easy. These are the difficult ones, the composite resources. But yeah, so aluminium alloy, it says it needs aluminium and copper. There's the silicon. Yeah, so that needs resin, quartz, and methane. But what we don't know is quartz. What is that used for? So we've only got like the information going one way here, so I'll have to probably almost manually figure out what the reverse is. So ammonium is used for none of that. Okay, it looks like ammonium is only used for hydrazine, so that's a simple one, we can do that. Hematite, I think the ores, so hematite, laterite, malachite, titanite, sphalerite, and wolframite, I think they only get smelted into their relative thing, so they're all easy ones. None of these require ores, do they? Iron, no, alloy, no. Okay, so all of the ites are easy ones. Graphite might not be. Yeah, so graphite is used to make graphene. Actually, no, that is an easy one. Graphite is only used to make graphene. We need graphite to build stuff, but in terms of processing resources, that's it. Okay. So was that all of the ites? Hematite, laterite, sphalerite, titanite, malachite, graphite, wolframite. Okay. We know ammonium is an easy one. Astroneer isn't actually used for anything, so that's fine, that's easy. Resin. Resin is used to make silicon. And rubber. So resin is used to make two different things. However, it doesn't need to be smelted. So resin is... okay, it doesn't need to be smelted. It does need to be processed, though. So that's... fine. We've got clay. Is clay used for anything other than ceramic? No. So clay is also an easy one. Lithium. Not used for anything? Maybe not. Okay, so lithium's not actually used for anything. Compound. Okay, so it's used to make plastic. Only the one thing? Okay, that's an easy one. Organic is used to make carbon. Does it go into anything else? Organics. Yes, okay, so it goes into rubber. Okay, so most of the natural resources have relatively easy processes to make them. Or rather, processes from them. Am I just making stuff for fun? Yes and no. I'm building a kind of Astroneer equivalent of a mega base. The idea is I will eventually just be able to go out and mine some stuff, bring it back and put it here, and then my base will automatically sort it and refine it. But only when necessary. So if I'm full up on glass, I don't need to fill up on quartz. No, if I'm full up on glass, I don't need to smelt all my quartz, I can store some. Yeah, I've done the first phase, I've done the sorting phase. Now I'm trying to figure out, like, I've got all my quartz there. if I need it for glass or silicon, yes, I could just go and make it manually, but, you know, manually? Me? Nah, we don't do that here. Okay. So the refined resources. Okay. So aluminium is used for aluminium alloy, funnily enough. And that's it. Okay, so aluminium is actually a relatively easy one as well. Copper is used for aluminium alloy. That is also a relatively easy one. Titanium is used to make titanium alloy. No surprises there. Relatively easy one. Carbon. Carbon is used to make steel. Also explosive powder. Also plastic. Also tungsten carbide. Okay, so carbon is probably the most complex one we've seen so far. Glass. Is not used for anything. Glass is an endpoint. Okay, that's good. Tungsten. I think is just used to make, tungsten carbide. I'll probably forget all of this before I get around to it. Ceramic. Is ceramic used for anything, or is that an endpoint? Yeah, okay, ceramic is an endpoint as well. Iron is used to make steel. But that's only the one thing, that's fine. Zinc. Is zinc used to make anything? I don't think so. So zinc is an endpoint, actually. It's used to build a lot of stuff by, like, the printers, but that's fine. Okay, the gases. Argon, hydrogen. So argon is used to make steel, but nothing else. Hydrogen is used to make hydrazine. Nitrogen is used to make titanium alloy. Helium, we know, is used to make nanocarbon alloy. But that's it. Methane is used to make the silicon. But that's it. And sulfur is used to make explosive powder. And I think that's it. So all of the gases are actually only used to make one thing each. So we've got methane, helium, argon, sulfur, nitrogen, hydrogen. Yeah, 6 things. Okay. So each of the gases are only used to make one thing, relatively easy. Now the composite resources themselves. So aluminium alloy, I think, is an end point. Graphene is used to make diamond. Silicon is an end point. Diamond is an end point. Nanocarbon alloy is an end point. Steel is used to make nanocarbon alloy. Explosive powder is an endpoint. Plastic is an endpoint. Titanium alloy is used to make nanocarbon alloy. Hydrazine is used to make graphene. Rubber is an endpoint. Tungsten carbide is an endpoint. Okay, so some of these are used to make one thing. Some are used to make nothing. Okay, so the most complex thing was carbon. That goes towards 4 different things. Otherwise, quartz, resin, and compound I think they were the only recipes that go towards more than one material. So quartz goes to silicon and glass. Resin goes to rubber and silicon. Did compound go to anything other than plastic? I told you I'd forget. Maybe it didn't. But then carbon is used to make explosive powder, plastic, tungsten carbide, and steel. So resin goes to 2 things, quartz goes to 2 things, carbon goes to 4 things. Did compound go to 2? Aluminium, copper. Compound. Okay, so we actually only have 3 complex paths. That's much better than I was expecting, to be honest. It means we need much less of this nonsense. Does mean I need a way of squeezing 4 arms into a thing like this. And I think that 4 arms side by side won't have the same effect. So we might need to come up with an alternate solution. Yeah, if I put a 4th arm there, it's not going to reach that same... So if I were to put that there, I could expand that out. You only need to put on just one side of this, so you could fit there. Oh, you didn't want... Fine. There. One there. Can I fit another one in? It would be very, very tight. I might be able to do this. Alright. Okay. Aluminium and graphite. So, how much do you trade for with stuff? Okay, so laterite. Laterite's 1 for 1. Graphite is 1 for 2. What about a soil extractor? Someone mentioned to me, I think it was in the comments of one of the previous VODs on YouTube. That's not a soil extractor. What am I doing? Yeah, someone was asking why I've been using scrap all the time instead of these guys. So to get 2 scrap, I need to fill that. So we do have a mountain here that we could get rid of. What soil canisters do I have available still? In fact, I've actually got some soil right here. We may as well use this, at the very least. Are you doing anything at the moment? Nope, inactive. Humans, whenever they see something in nature, aha, we can get rid of that. What are those transmutation circles? Transmutation circles? I mean, I think I get the reference. I just don't know what you're saying looks like a transmutation circles. Yeah, no, I've seen Full Metal I've seen it. The name of that show is surprisingly difficult to say quickly, but I don't know what you're referring to as looking like a transmutation circle. Oh, those things. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That is, I think the official name is a gateway, or gateway engine, or gateway gate, or something. It's basically an alien artifact. When you activate it for the first time, it lights up with the purple stuff. It lets you teleport around to other gateways on the same planet. Yeah, okay, so let's pop these over here. Now, we can't use this to get laterite, but we can get some graphite out of it. So let's just set that on repeat for now. Let's put you sending me to get some laterite. Send you up. To store the graphite that we make, I'm going to borrow that. Fullmetal Alchemist was pretty dope, not going to lie. Yeah, I haven't seen as much of it as I would like. I certainly haven't seen all of it. I did start watching it at one point. I don't even remember how far I got through with it, to be honest. It's not that I didn't enjoy it, I just didn't have the time. Okay. Right, so let's pop you on there. There's a hydrazine. Go and put that somewhere useful, please. You can store some aluminium for me. Then one of these arms. Just take off the laterite, if you would be so kind. Do I have much more scrap left in this thing? No is the short answer. Oh, that didn't want to work. Fine. I'll do it myself. Okay, we'll send that off to get a little bit more laterite. In the meantime, I need to go and actually get some more scrap. Let's see how much our scrap machine has managed to make. Oh, stay on the road, stay on the road. I should bring a container with me, shouldn't I? Okay, I should let that accept... There you go. Let that accept the smelted aluminium. And we'll pinch this to go and grab some more scrap. Hopefully there's a decent supply of it built up. Although I somewhat doubt it. Let's take an opportunity to reset the miner. Because, yeah, the auto extractors are a little wonky in this game. Yeah, it says it's run out. Even though there is clearly resin directly underneath it. See? Don't even have to move it. Right. How much have I got in there? 18. That's enough to get started, I guess. Disable output, enable output. Okay. Let's take this home with us. Oh. Okay, we'll watch it make one more. Because it is fun to watch it when things work. Anyway, home we go. That was the Astroneer equivalent of blowing on the cartridge to make it work. You're not wrong. It is a shame I didn't set up on Calidor or Novus, actually. Because just having access to the tungsten to get actual good scrap would be really nice, but it'll do. Right, what's wrong with you? Why have you stopped? Oh. No, output enabled. Output is enabled. Oh, that just wasn't full for some reason. Alright, tell you what, you have that. Then go back on there. And then that should continue doing its thing. Actually, I don't trust that. Okay, that is completely full. Enable, enable. Okay, that's what I want to see there. Right, grab this. Pop you on there. That'll do. Right, is that full? Yep. Off you go. More laterite, please. Right, so graphite we're up to 26, aluminium we're up to just 9. What's wrong with you? Why have you stopped? The question you ask yourself every day. If I do say so myself, that was a good cup of tea. Right. You know what? I have made an executive decision. One of these isn't fast enough. Oh, there's one sitting right there. Right, you live over there now, you live there now, you live there now. But face the other way. Okay, scrap. Okay, you're full, off you go. Oh, actually that was the last of my scrap anyway. Alright, off you go. Oh, I think this guy is full, yes. It's a shame we can't soil centrifuge out some laterite. That would be pretty handy about now. Right, so I guess we'll let that do its thing. Right, let's... I did turn you off, didn't I? Yeah. Let's put this superfluous graphite in the system. That will all get sorted away. Oh, we've got an extra laterite there. Here, hold this. Now, I want you to go, like, there. Good. The arm will eventually pick that up. Yeah, so if you haven't already, here is the sorting system in action, rather. Here's a weird question. What does life mean to you? Pretty normal, deep question. I suppose there's a couple of different potential answers to that. So I think that if you're looking for an aim or something like that, just live your life in whatever way you need to in order to be happy. But as to like a more literal, like what does life mean? I think the question itself is meaningless. So it's like, what does blue mean? Like you can define it, but does it have an inherent meaning? Not really. Alright, so yeah, and this guy should pick it up. That is why these arms are switching on and off, to give this a chance to pick it up before the next one causes issues. Anyway. How much of this have we got now? 25. That's enough for some arms. Okay, so we're going to need at least 2 of those systems with the 3 little platforms. And probably another system with 5 platforms, just to really screw things up. Right, you come here. Just eat that hydrogen for me. I think I'm done with the hydrogen for the moment, so I'll put that back. Oh, that's right. Right. Oh, have we finished? Okay, how much did we get? 28. Not terrible. So let's get this guy making some auto arms. Okay, I think if I just pinch a platform with one of these on it, in fact with two of those on it, why not? That should help keep things a little tidier, because it should be able to print directly onto them. Okay, it really wants to print over there for some reason. Can you not print? Fine, just figure it out. Right, let's pick you up. We'll give you some aluminium, and where did my graphite go? Over here. Right, output, output. Okay, so these should print directly onto. Ah, no, because there's. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take these off. Yeah, because they're actually medium-sized items. They won't print directly onto a small slot, which is annoying. Alright, you're gonna head off. Have to meet a friend. Have it be back in another 2 hours. I will probably still be here. Working on some of your own projects on Twitch. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Ah, we'll leave. Whoa, camera. We'll leave that doing its thing. Now we'll need platforms as well, but I don't yet know exactly what size platforms. I think as well I'm going to have to do a lot more soil expansion out this way. Now I would have preferred to keep it all on the same level, but as you can see, getting out even just this far from the North Pole, we're actually on quite a slant here. So I might level out. If I was on true flat, I would probably keep going, but I am not. So yeah, we might have an angle in our base. Oh, that can actually reach all the way over there. I'm impressed. Wait, how did you get onto... I'm going to sit and watch this. I didn't expect it to be able to print to both of these. So where's the next one gonna go? Oh, actually, okay, it shifted across. Interesting. So is this one gonna shift to one of those? No, it's just gonna stay there, and the next one is gonna break. Huh, interesting. Alright, well we can help it out a bit. In fact, we can put all of these on one of these now. Okay, that is full. That is full. In fact, you know what? If I'm clever, pop that there, grab one of these, pop that. Why? What? What is wrong with you? What? Why won't you go on one of those two slots? Alright, you just stop for a second. Alright. You go there, face that way. Turn on. Why won't you pick that up? Oh, you're not plugged in. There we go. Whoops. Oops. Okay. Here, hold this. Here, hold this. You, go back to making auto arms on repeat. Okay, now that should put them all on the silo for me. That's what I was trying to do. Yes. Okay, the printer's a little bit wonky, not quite lined up, but I'll take it. Okay, so let's do some testing with these. Right, so what I want is for this to go there-ish. Such that when it's activated and plugged in, okay, oh, it's actually facing the wrong way, it can pick a thing up and put it on that platform, where it will then go into the sorting system. So if we request, what is this? Ammonium, which is only ever requested from hydrazine, as we discovered. This arm will turn on. Okay, do I have any ammonium lying about? No, not really, but let's take this. Okay, you go there, you can't reach that, good. I might have to test this with a different resource. Okay, so we request ammonium. That'll put it. So we need a thing to put it down on over here, and then we'll probably need another arm here-ish to pick it up from here, put it here-ish, where this arm can pick it up and put it into that system. Alternatively, I might not need that at all. I'll just put that way round. Very carefully move this platform. There-ish. Grab just something to connect things to power. Of course none of those reach. That would be far too convenient. Wait, wasn't there a... You're coming with me. Right, you are a temporary power connector thing. Right. Yeah, so now I don't think I need anything over here. All I need is for something to sit on this spot here. I think that would work, actually. Because this arm can pull directly off of these containers and put it back on, only if needed. And it won't get sorted back into the system, because it's being put into the sorting system after the ammonium, unless it gets all the way around without having to be needed. I have an evil right there. In which case, assuming I do end up making a complete loop, it'll end up back right here. Yeah. That means I need to move pretty much every single one of these. Another thought occurs to me. So at the moment I'm using the extra large extended platforms, because I was assuming I would need an arm directly opposite it to pull resources out. I think... do I have a spare one? I don't know. I think if I instead just use an ordinary extended platform... Let's just make that quickly. I think that's a medium printer item, actually. Where's my medium printer gone? There it is. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, make me one of them. Because if I'm not pulling stuff out the back, and I'm happy to just use the medium resource canister, just a single one of them, which I think I am. Yeah. Okay, so this basically involves redoing all of the work from the last 2 streams. Okay, so if I put you on there and you on there, get rid of this guy. Put this on a slight angle such that you can reach this platform and you can reach that. Plug that into power and reconnect that into power. That, I think, will work just as well. So that means I need another 80 resin. Okay, resin's relatively easy. I get you, pop you over here, and say you make me resin. That will make me a lot of resin. Then I bring that medium printer over here. And say make them on repeat. And that should do the job nicely. So each canister of soil gives me 4 resin. I have 6 canisters of soil and 7, which is 13, which is 52 resin. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, shall we see if we can go and get a bit more soil? We'll take the opportunity to take care of some of this mountain. Okay, you. So if we empty this canister, we can take it with us on the truck as we go to level the mountain as well. Right, pop that there. We'll take you with us. That one's still full. It's fine. Okay, I guess it's just these 2 containers for now. Things are starting to get messy again. That was quite possibly the messiest turn in all history. I am not very good at this. Well, keep it level. Wrong button. Yay, it's an Astroneer stream. Okay, new plan. Oh, that is absolutely dreadful. I'm going to do individual passes like this. Wrong button again. Okay, I at least want to flatten this out a bit, if I can. It's awful. Awful, awful, awful. Right, so let's put the... I need something over there. Is that not in pickup range? Well, you're not going to pick that off that, are you? No. Num, 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 num. One of you. Oh wait, I forgot to turn you back on. There we go. Okay. So that extra organic we picked up can be sorted. If I put it in the right place, anyway. Now, later on I'll have a system where all I need to do is just drive the tractor into the right place and it'll do all the things for me. Meanwhile, you can go there with your output on. And you can go there with your output on. Right, that should make me enough platforms. How many do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, with our 10th being printed as we speak. Right, you. Come with me. Ah. Alright, let's go and put some of these in place. Right, so that needs to go about there. Everything's on an angle now. with an auto arm, with its auto arm, I should say. There-ish. And one of those canisters there facing that way. Did I lock that in position? Yes. I didn't power it though. Which looks better for power? Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, so that probably could be placed in a slightly better position, but it's fine. Alright, next one. Alright, so you want to go about there with the arm on there. And that facing that way, output on. Is your output on? Yes. Lock, power. Right, so one of these Astronium is going to be superfluous. It doesn't really do anything. I guess I could research it. Alright, okay, pickup position is good. You live there now, facing that way. Have another one. Have another one. You should... Yep, you can suck up the rest of them. Power it. Lock it. Okay, unlock. Unlock. Get rid of that. Put you down there-ish. Power it. Put the arm. Put one of the canisters. Give it that. Move that out of the way. Lock. Unlock. Move you out of the way. Put down a platform. Okay, the corners might work. Might have to go a little differently. I guess we'll find out presently. Oh, over here. Right. Yeah, I might have to... I don't want to shift everything over by one. Okay. I'll come back to that. Alright, so how many more is this we've got? That was 10, 11, 12, 13... 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, all very well. Let me borrow you. There's nowhere really convenient for you to go at the moment, unfortunately. I want you to make me some more of those medium platform A's. If you would be so kind. Come on. Put it away. There we go. And the hydrogen as well. Ah, yes. I need to make sure these arms are switched off. At least off to start. Okay, that'll be enough of those for now. Thank you. Alright, let's pop the medium printer back on. Keep going with them. Alright, so that if I then repeat this kind of system with an arm about there. And about there. Ooh, ugly. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's go get some arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms. One, two, three, four, 5 arms. Okay, so let's move this back a fraction. Yeah, that is in a good place. That is in a good place. That's fine. Good. So I'm just making sure the circles cover both the output port of this resource canister and the empty little space on the next platform. Good. Right, so this one here. I think what I'll do, if I have this one come straight out, I'm going to see, yeah, it really needs to be put on that platform over there. That's the tricky bit. See if we can do both of these at the same time. Right, you go over there. Give me another one of these. Right, so if I put that something like that. Your arm goes there. With a little platform there-ish. you'll pick up from there, put on that one. Yeah, so whatever gets pulled out of this resource canister for clay needs to be put over here without getting on either of those two platforms first. So I could see if I can squeeze it around the back there somehow. I need another arm. Have we got any more of those little platforms around? There's one. And I think I still have a couple on me. Yeah, I've got 3 platforms, 3 arms. Let's see what we can do with that. Alright, first things first. Are you in the right place? Yes, that's fine. Now, if I squeeze a platform over here, what I want is for this arm to be able to reach it, this arm not to reach it. So it's a bit... That might work. So I pop you there facing that way. What I need... Hey! Helps if you plug it in. Okay, 17... No, I don't have enough to fill that, unfortunately, so I can't test this properly. Let's just try that. Alright. No. I'll do it like this. That'll work. Right, pop that on there. That arm picks it up. Does not put it on this platform. Great. Now, if there is something on this platform, will this arm pick it up? Power? Yes. Good. Right, so now I need to get from this canister to that platform. That, I think, is doable. Right, so that one should be able to pick up in fact, before I expand that other platform, let's see if we can use one of these. Because these are already at the perfect distance, in theory. Something like that would be good. Okay, lithium. Nor do I want you to put anything on... Actually, no, that platform doesn't matter, because you'll have an arm on it. That's fine. Okay, so you can reach that. Good, good. Wait. Did I not have another arm? I thought I brought 3 arms with me. Oh. There. Okay. So that arm can always be on. No, another problem. I can't share the resource for lithium and clay. Because the way I've got this set up, yeah, I need 2 platforms squished in there. Yeah. I need 1 to go about there. 1 to go about there. I need them both to be powered, so I'll hook them up to each other. That'll go that way, filtered to lithium. So that should be able to pull lithium out of there and stick it back into the system to be sorted. This one will pull any clay off this one, which will be put on there by an arm that is there, which will be pulled off that one, which will be pulled off that one from there. Okay, so I need an arm there. No, just an arm there, and I need to power some stuff up. So theoretically this platform here doesn't need to be powered, but I'm going to do so. These need to be powered. They can be powered from there. That needs to be filtered to clay, so it doesn't accidentally pick up any lithium or indeed sphalerite. And I also want to test, so if a clay ends up there, yes, that does work. Okay, why are you not? Okay, so you need to be switched off. You need to have your output enabled. It's messy, but I think that will work. Alright, so 1 more arm. Right. Let's go and save ourselves from platform hell over here. Made a few of these. Okay, so let's make a few more. Really? That's going to happen again. There we go. Right, a few more then, please. Okay, I guess we have a couple of resin on us now. In fact, you know what? No, we don't. Alright, so making progress, even if it does involve unmaking a lot of progress from the previous couple of streams. Oh, backpack is full. Okay, let's bring this over here. How many arms do I have on that? 4. Right, so we'll match that with 4 of these. One, 2, 3, 4 arms matched with another 1, 2, 3, 4 platforms. 4 arms on the other side of that matched with 1, 2, 3, 4 small platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four arms on there. Okay. These are all now properly matched between arms and the platforms, which I don't actually think is what we want, but we have them. Right. So you want to go that way round. Okay. So now, that should always be switched on. Now, if I request clay, presumably for the purposes of making it into ceramic, this arm will briefly turn on. She'll put it over there. That one will pick it up and put the clay back into the system. Thank you. There we go. Alrighty then. You know what? I forgot about the first problem, or was that the second problem? I forgot about needing the buffer. So if we request too many resources, there's still somewhere for it to go. Damn. Okay. How long's my microphone been off for? So if this were a YouTube video, about now is when I would be scrapping the whole thing and recording from scratch. I thought my view count dropped significantly from earlier. Well, for anyone that does still happen to be listening, I'm about to go on a quick 10-minute break because I ran out of tea. When I get back, I guess I will explain everything I've just spent the last hour or so doing, because I really don't know when my microphone managed to get muted. I think I might need something a bit stronger than tea. Alright, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Oh dear. Alright, here's the music. Okay, we are back. My microphone is definitely not muted. Right, so I don't know how long I was silent for. It really could have been anywhere upwards of an hour. So I am going to continue with what I was doing and explain, hopefully, my thought processes. So I made a bunch of changes here, but we're actually going to, well, make a bunch of changes back essentially to how it was, because I forgot to leave enough space for the buffer system that I was talking about at the beginning of the episode. At least I hope I was talking about it at the beginning of the episode. I'm really not sure at the moment. Right, so that goes in there. Right, we'll lock that down. Okay, and then I need another arm in there. Right, so for now we'll just pinch that one. So if I enable both of their outputs, if we have an ammonium come in, can you not see that? Oh, not powered. There you go. Okay. So now if we have an ammonium come in, it'll first get put into this canister. And then this arm, which needs to go the other way around. Okay. So it'll first get put into this canister. And then this arm will pick it up and put it into that canister. Okay. Then I will have 3 of these little platforms, which will pull ammonium out from here and put it over there. But that will only happen if we are requesting ammonium. Okay. So we've got the buffer system and we have an extraction system. I was playing around with using these instead, these large extended platforms instead of the extra large. It turns out I don't want to do that, so let's switch it all back. Right, so that goes there. That lives over there now. I'll put that back, make sure that's in position, plug that in, lock. I feel as though I'm missing one of these platforms somewhere. Because that's got the Astronium on it. Okay, I guess we'll come back, we'll do this one in later. So, Astronium, you go there, facing that way. You go there, facing that way. You go there. You go away. You go about there. Okay. Plug it in, lock. Right, bring you over here. Whee! Parkour! You live there facing that way. You live there facing that way. You live there. You go away. Okay. That's in range. Plug it in. Lock. You live there facing that way. Don't go there. Fine. Just put those there for now. Get rid of that. Put that in place. That's good. Plug it in. Alright, at the corner we might have to do something different. So let's put this one back. About there, that's fine, so we'll plug that in. Let's just suck up that stuff. Whoa. Forgot to lock it. Right, so you, I want there facing that way. Oh, and lock. Then this platform, which I think was the last one I fiddled around with. Lithium there facing that way. Lithium there facing that way. You go there. You move out the way. You plug in. Okay, so that's now almost back to where we were with these platforms. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different because when we pull out, we're going to have to bring it all the way around the back here to feed in over to that platform. So we'll have to think of a different way of doing that. We can use some of these extra platforms, these extra large, not extra large extended platforms, but large extended platforms which are extra. So I can have one about there. And I can probably put one about there. And I think that will work. Okay, so let's get some of these in place. Yes, I am missing. There's an extra large extended platform that is somewhere. Over here, I must have borrowed one. Okay, so let's... Is there anything in you? No, anything in you? There's a resin. Right, we'll swap that out. Swap that out. Pop that in place. A bit closer. That's fine. Okay, apparently you have laterite. There you go. Right, so we want 3 platforms. We've already got 2. Oh, sorry, we've already got 1 there. You have an arm. You're going that way round. This one in the middle is just a place, just like an intermediate place. Okay, and then you need power. And you need power. Okay, so that should work now. So this, which should not be hematite, this should be ammonium. I don't know where my ammonium got to. But we'll test it with resin quickly. Right, so if we feed in a resin... Oh, no, you need to be there. Never mind. Grab an arm. Grab an arm. Rotate it. Okay, and switch on. Right, so at the moment, any resin that gets put there will go through into this resource canister, which is the one we'll actually be measuring. That needs to be switched on. And then if for any reason we request resin, we'll send a signal to this arm to switch it on. That will put it on this platform. That one will pick it up. And then that will put it back into the sorting system. I'll leave that to get picked up by the actual resin platform. Yeah, so then we repeat that system. Move that a bit closer. Platform. Platform. Turn that one on, leave this one off, because we don't want to pull out unnecessarily. This extra quartz that we've got, let's, whoops. Okay, that should be switched off, but that should actually filter the quartz for us. Okay, so we need to be careful with any that are right next to each other, apparently. That'll go in there, get picked up and put in the actual one. Yeah, so if we have any resources that are right next to a resource they become, apparently this is not 100% whoops. Okay, let's just put that there and turn that on. Yeah, actually, I can save. Yeah, that's a stupid idea. Let's put that there instead. Okay. You. Oh, no. Oh, you're not filtered. Be filtered. Okay, that seems to be working now, I think. Alright, so that gets switched off. Okay, I'm not seeing any quartz escaping past now, so that's good. And then if we need to feed quartz back into the system later on, which we will do for both glass and silicon, we switch on this auto arm here. That will pull quartz out of this canister and feed it back into the system over here on the left of the screen. Okay, is this canister empty yet? Yes. Okay. Oh no, actually, ammonium's there. What was the what is the second resource? Hematite. You live there. Okay, that's what you're supposed to be filtered to. Hematite. Oh, okay, that means we missed our first one over here then. Right, so where did this go? We need platform, platform, arm, and another arm. Okay, so that one will pick up the ammonium, put it on this platform. That will pick up the ammonium from that platform and hopefully put it onto there. I'll move that back a little bit. That's a bit better. Turn that one on. And I think just to tie things in a little nicely, I will actually connect that middle platform. Right, let's lock all of these down as well to hopefully mitigate any accidental clicking. Good, okay. Right, Astronium next. Right. Platform. Platform. And an arm. Whoops. And an arm. Okay, that's good. That one can probably stand to be moved back a little bit. Lock on. Lock that. Connect. Connect. And connect that one. Don't need to connect all of them, but, you know, it looks nice. Okay, we also need an arm. There. I'll just pick that up for a second. Unpack that. Make sure it faces the right way. Then you can plug in there, turn that on. Okay, and that arm will just sit there. Wait, don't give it to me. And, okay, we do have arms on all of the others so far. Okay, making progress, making progress. Right, this one. Go away. We can shred all of those extra, all those large extended platforms that are extra. We can shred them later to get a little bit more scrap and more stuff, which is nice. Right, turn that one on. Enable output. Turn that one on. Okay. Progress is happening. Right, so there was a spare canister we had somewhere over here. Okay, a platform. And another platform. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, turn you off for a second then. Platform. Platform. Oh. Line those up as best we can. Okay, that should do. Okay, and an arm there, facing the right way. That one to be switched on. Okay, then moving over to this one. I need an arm there. I need an arm there first. So then enable output, switch that on. That should pick up all of the clay out of the buffer chest, or it's not Factorio, out of the buffer canister and put it in the actual canister. Okay, and then are we out of arms on that? Yes. Okay, let's go and get some more arms and platforms. Need you a bit more over there. There we go. Right, so I need an arm there facing that way, which can pick up from there. Good. But that is going to be activated by a signal, so we'll leave that off. That'll put its stuff onto this section. Then we have another arm facing not that way, facing that way, which I need to be able to pick up from here, which it can do, and it'll put it over here. Then I need a couple of these platforms. Okay, one there, one there, one there, one there, and then one more platform for this, because this one's a special case. One about there, basically as close as I can get it. Okay, they want to be powered. That wants to be powered. I'll connect these for luck. Connect to there. Connect that one for luck. And connect that one for luck. Okay. So lithium will be picked up by this arm. This arm will only be activated by a signal, and I also want it to be filtered to lithium. Okay, this arm will only pick up clay, will be active all the time. Enable output. Okay. And we'll pick up from there and put it onto here. Then regardless of whether it's lithium or clay on here, that arm can pick it up and put it back into the system. Okay. I've got one more little platform left. It's actually one more arm I need. Inconveniently, I need an arm to go in there to move the lithium from the buffer to the actual. Okay, so go and get more arms. I think this is the best I can do in terms of carrying stuff with me at the moment. But also make sure all of these are locked down. Lovely. Okay, now this is an issue. This one will be able to put lithium on this platform, which should only ever have clay on it. Now, it won't become an issue until this resource canister is full, but if I simulate that resource canister being full by putting that on it, and then output that, yeah, that is not what I want to be happening. Okay, let's turn that off. Can that be redesigned? Okay, let's try. If I put things in this order, or that is definitely cheeky, but this might work. And then move this to about there. Okay, I think you can still pick up, yeah, you can still pick up the clay. You will pick up the clay and you should put it over there. What if somehow that platform is full? What happens then? You pick up the clay and you just leave it. Okay. Next question, what if this is empty? So if that is an empty canister. Yeah, I don't want it to go in there. Okay. Okay, maybe we just have to take it even further around the back, where this arm can't reach. So you can reach that. Okay, this arm can now no longer accidentally put lithium onto here. Now, is there a place I can put you? That might work. Okay, so that'll pick up the clay and put it in the right place. That's my lithium filtered one. Okay, connect those for luck. Put the clay back where it belongs. Okay, you want to be switched on. You want to be switched on. Enable output. Let's just put some stuff in there. Okay, so the lithium doesn't go where I don't want it to go unless I activate this, in which case it'll be resorted. And the clay, if I activate that, comes all the way around the back and gets resorted. have that. Okay. Now, I might even be able to save myself a clay here, because this lithium is now no longer in this arm's pickup range. So I think, yeah, you no longer have to be filtered. Okay, so exactly what I had before, just a little bit of rearranging. Okay, so then we just move on with the next bits. So we'll let those pick up their stuff, move that to there. Now, the canister on this side, I need to make sure its output is here, facing away from the other canister. Otherwise, I'm not certain this arm will be able to pick it up. So with there, yeah, you can see the output of the buffer canister is in the green circle. If I turn this around like that, it's not. So quite important, the orientation there. Okay. Just make sure that none of these can accidentally put things where they're not supposed to be able to. Okay, that's all good. Right. So platform, 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 an arm, and oh, what? What do you mean backpack full? Huh? Where'd that come from? Alright. An arm there, which is off. And oh, was that my last arm? Okay. That's fine, I've got enough arms to do this one. Turn that arm on. Verify the positions are good. Tidy things up a little bit. Okay, and plug you. Hey. Plug you in. Plug you in. Plug you in. Plug you in. That one stays off. Enable out. No. Enable output. Enable output. Lock down the platforms. And I think I might have left a couple unlocked over here as well. Yeah. Alright, we're good. And I think that might actually be us out of auto arms now. Which means we need to make more. Okay. We do have a couple of, like, unpacked ones. There's another one. But I think this might be the excuse we need to get out the shredder. Alright, so big boy shredder. Okay, now all of these we don't need. I will keep a couple in reserve, or maybe I won't. Well, first off, let's turn you off repeat. And okay, we'll get this putting the resin and the graphite away. Are you empty? Yes. I'll borrow you. Okay, so this guy will continue making graphite. That can live there. I'll pick up the resin. No, I won't. I'll put the resin on this. Then this one here is my laterite making machine. Right, so you go there. I need you to be filtered to laterite, but I'll do that in a second. Right. You. Go in there. That looks a bit weird, but it works. Also does not give me a huge amount of scrap, which is unfortunate. It doesn't let me put that in there while it's still packaged. So what I was saying earlier about a nice amount of scrap is false. Come on, can I unpack that, please? There we go. This might take a while. Well, it was only a little bit of a waste of resin. Worse things have happened. Let's actually get this going on graphite. Right, are you empty? Yes. Alright, you live there now. Okay, just having a quick verify, making sure the sorting system is working. I'm not seeing any resin past the resin input, which is good. Right, I am going to temporarily disconnect all of that from power, because that will help this bit run faster, I think. So yeah, I think I'm only getting half a scrap each from these. So not the best in the world, but I made about 30 of the things. So it'll be enough to get me a little bit of laterite, if nothing else. Hey. What's all that about? Okay, I am going to run over here, grab this spare platform, and use... Oh, there's only one canister over here anyway. Okay, well, I will use the opportunity to bring back a canister for aluminium. Wait, is that aluminium? Yes, it is. Some of the resources look very similar to each other. Right, so apparently I have a spare canister floating around somewhere. Come on, in you go. In you go. In you go. There you go. Right, okay, you live on there, please. There you are. You live there. Okay, how many of these do I have? 6. Alright, let's keep going with the shredding effort. I'll tell you what it is a waste of. Time. Oh, that was a little bit quick on the draw there. Oops, I don't know what happened on that one. There you go. Let's jump the gun somewhat. I say I'm hyper aware about the mute status of my microphone now. My microphone has a little touch pad on the top of it, which mutes it, which is great because it's really easy to mute if, say for example, I, as a hay fever sufferer, need to sneeze in the middle of a stream without blowing everyone's eardrums out. Yeah, just tap, mute, and tap to back on. Unfortunately, it apparently means I can occasionally mute myself without realizing it. If I knock the microphone, maybe? Okay, any more of those around here? I think that might be it. I still have plenty more over this way. I'm about to run out of hydrazine again. Backpack full. Quoi? Why do I have so much resin on me? Alright, temporaring. Here, have that, have that, have that. Have that, have that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay. Okay, once we've finished this, we'll have a run over to the automatic scrap producer and see what that's managed to cook up in the last hour or so. And probably reset it again because Astroneer. Oh! Does our scrap machine stop making scrap machine noises? No? Okay. It just went quiet for a bit. Ow. Okay, I think that might actually be all of them. Okay, that's good. Oh, no, we've got one right here. Excuse me. There we go. 16. Not terrible, not terrible. Alright, let's get these getting... Hey, no, no, no. Did I send a laterite into here by any chance? No, that's sphalerite, isn't it? Yeah. Where's laterite? There's laterite. Yoink. Right, filter that. There we go. Okay, 1, 2... there's a gap there. 2, 4, 6, 8. Laterite. I'd appreciate. Six, 7, 8. And again. I do have 2 extra scrap over there. Okay, I'm going to take this with me. I'm just going to fly there this time because I can't be bothered to drive. Yeah, I set up the whole driving thing when I didn't actually have ready access to hydrazine. Which is probably a situation I will find myself in again sometime. Alright, are we still working, or have you decided to shut down? Okay, you've decided to shut down. After how much did you decide to shut down? That's the real question here. We have 20. Yeah, not amazing. Oh, that should get me about another 20. Okay, we'll watch another one of these get made and automatically shredded, because it's kind of cool, to be honest. Also, that arm looks ridiculous when it reaches up to get the resin. Whoop. There we go. Alright, so home time with 20 more resin. That's another... well, another 2 full loads of laterite. Plus with what we have at the base, we might be able to get 3 more loads of laterite out. Oh, we're fine, we're fine. See, I told you, we're fine. What's not happening here? That was switched off for some reason. Okay, why have you stopped making graphite? You somehow managed to get a partial soil. Don't know how that happened. Okay, I think everything that needs filtering has been filtered by now, so we'll switch this off again. It will help with the smelting and centrifuging speed. Alright, so we have 13 graphite there, and currently 3 aluminium. Wonderful. So we've done about 12 of the resources in the sorting system so far. To complete the rest, each of them need another 3 platforms. So that's another 3 resin. And another 2... possibly... no, another 3 auto arms as well. So 3 platforms, 3 auto arms, times about 25-ish. Somewhere between 25 and 30. So we're looking at, 90 resin, 90 aluminium, 90 graphite. Well, shouldn't take too long at all, right? Okay. Let's get another laterite load going, because that's about to run out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Off you go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Off you go. That's just to stop this medium silo filling up with extra graphite once this container is full. Uh, 14 aluminium there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't quite have enough for a full load of laterite. But if I pinch these two here, add that to the remaining 5 that are on this platform, that gives me 7 out of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this 7th one. 7. I probably could scrap something else around here to get that 8th one. Oh, I looked at the horns, you know what that means? It's the rules. Okay, so now we can send you off to get 7 more laterite. Goodness knows where you go to. Okay, so that's actually full now. Okay, that's good. Alright, so now we're just waiting on the aluminium. Aluminium, yum, yum, yum. And then I need about another 30-ish auto arms. Let's turn that off repeat. Okay, so I think we have a good system going. It's a little bit complex, but as far as I can tell, it should work. We'll have quite a lot of wiring to do, and I haven't yet decided if well, either how I'm going to keep the wiring neat, or even if I'm going to try to keep the wiring neat. Oh, a resin managed to sneak past the filter. You shouldn't be there. Also, did I just get given something? I think I got given a laterite. Oh, how did you end up back there? Right. You have that. You're not powered, that's why you're not picking that up. Right, if I plug you in. I'm just going to have a quick run around, make sure everything is working with the filter. Resin in particular, because resin was the one that let one sneak past. Okay, so the resin managed to get filtered that time. You should have your output enabled. Yeah, actually, I need to check all of these to make sure they have their outputs enabled. Right, so it should say disable output. Disable, enable output, enable output. There you go. Disable, 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 and then we haven't done that one yet. Good. How are things over here? Okay, full on aluminium. So what we do, we put that there. Set both of those to output. And we say, please make auto arms indefinitely. I might be able to do the trick again. Or something very similar to it. If I park there, grab that auto arm that was hiding over here. Will that work? Yes. That should work to pick up any auto arms and put them on the rover for me. Isn't technology wonderful? Right. Has that hydrogen made it home yet? Right, there's nothing else in the sorting system where there shouldn't be anything else. Okay, it looks like everything's good around the back there. Right, so 27, 28. Okay, so we've actually got a little bit more aluminium than graphite this time, which I didn't expect. $25 in there, 27 in there, and we're about to put another one in there, so we've got 3 more aluminium than we do graphite. So let's do another run of that. Oh, also, yeah, we decided there was nothing left in the sorting system, so let's temporarily turn that off. Help all of this run a bit faster. Okay, so we've got 24, 25. Alright, let's do one more. If I think about it, this might even be enough to fill a medium silo, so I'm going to put another medium silo up there. And I say might, as in will definitely be. Okay, as for these empty soil canisters, and that's as good as empty, and we've got a couple of other empty ones over here. That gave me something, didn't it? No, it didn't. Okay. Knew that was going to happen. I need something medium-sized. That'll do. Okay, all of these. I won't put them on the truck just yet, but next time we go out soil collecting, we'll stick those on. Alright, we're doing well. Despite earlier mishaps. I wonder how the auto-arm decides where it's going to put something, because it doesn't appear to be like the closest item or the closest slot or the closest slot to the center of its target area. It just seems to choose one at random. But it's not random because given the option it will always put it in the same place every time. So if I remove that one there, I can almost guarantee the arm will put it up exactly where I just took it from. Yep. So there's definitely an order to it, I just don't know what the order is. How many more things have we got left? 9. Okay. So we have a destination now. So phase 2 is going to be all of this infrastructure. Phase 3, so phase 2 will probably take another stream. Phase 3 will be all the actual processing stuff. So what I'm thinking for that is, so we know, say, that both glass and silicon need quartz. So if we need glass or silicon, this arm will be activated. That will pull the quartz out back into the sorting area. It'll make its way all the way around, slowly, 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 at which point it'll get to the end. So after all of this, we're going to do some similar kind of stuff, actually, where, so for the simple things like glass, it just takes one thing. I'll have an arm like this filtered to quartz that'll pull off about here, except instead of being on all the time like all of these are, that arm will only be on if we need glass. So that will pick up any quartz that makes it this far, smelt it into glass, and then put it over here, which will be put straight back onto, I guess this is the main bus if you think about it, which will then continue. I'll probably need to loop up and down there a little bit, and then back to the beginning here, where the glass will then make its way all the way around to there-ish, and then become stored. I'm not certain my buffer's big enough. I shall have to contemplate that. I would like space for a large resource canister. Oh, I don't hear printing sounds. Does that mean we've finished? Okay, well, we've certainly... Do you want to put some stuff up there for me? Come on, you can reach that. Alright, fine, I will do it. Okay, so yeah, we've got a whole bunch of auto arms there. I'm not sure exactly how many. Looks like, yeah, that one is completely full. This one, if I tidy up a little bit... So it looks like we've got 3 full rows on that one. 4 full rows. So that's what, 4 fours are 16 and 6 fours are 24. That's 50 arms? By which, of course, I mean 40 arms. That's about half of what we need. So, yeah, I think I'll end the stream a little earlier than usual. Let me go grab a little bit more hydrazine. Just before we end, I want to go and have a look at our scrap production, see if it's switched off already, or it's got a little bit more juice in it. Because if I can figure out how long that auto extractor does keep running for, I know how often I have to go back to turn it back on. Which would be good, because that means I'm like maximizing the amount of scrap I can get out of it. I don't remember there being a solar panel there. Okay, well, I heard it. It's still running. I can see it. It's still running. managed to get 7 out of it. Okay. I could watch it doing that all day. I mean, I couldn't because I'd run out of oxygen, but you know what I mean. Oh, perfect opportunity to take this back with us. I'm fine, I'm not going to suffocate. We could scrap that as well that we just passed by. And in fact, we're going to do just that, I've decided. Oh, I saw a bit out the corner of my eye. I don't know how much the power thing is worth in terms of scrap. Have I even scrapped one of them before? I don't know. Let's find out, I guess. Right. So the... Right, we'll leave this one till the end, or until we can get like a whole scrap amount. How much do we get out of that? It's not going to give us a whole scrap, is it? Nope. Okay, it looks... I reckon we've got about half scrap there. So if I scrap this... Yeah, probably about half a scrap. That wasn't too bad, actually. But yes, I'm going to leave it there for this stream. Check back tomorrow. We will be streaming Dyson Sphere program. Kind of excited to get back into that. I will be streaming Astroneer again some point this week. Probably Thursday or Friday. Not certain yet. But definitely sometime this week. I want to get this phase 2 finished, if possible. Probably not possible, but we'll try. In the meantime, though, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.